Hello data techies, welcome to Data Hub. Now we can discuss about the Power Query here. I opened the Power BI desktop and we have to select the blank report here. After that we can see here this window over after clicking on the blank report. Here we can connect to the different kind of data sources. You can see here we can connect it to Excel from here. If we want to connect it to SQL server, we have to click it over here and use if any sample data we can select here. Apart from this, here we can see in the home tab we can see here get data. Here we can see a number of types of data sources we can connect from the Power BI desktop. Here currently I have the data set as the CSV file, so I am selecting the text or CSV file. And here this is the FIFA World Cup 2026 data set. If you want this data set, you can follow my previous video how we can download the different kind of data sets from the google.com. I explained clearly, and you can get the data set from there. And let's open this data set here, and the data set loaded here. After loading the dataset here, we can see load and transform data to option. If we click on the load option, it will automatically the whole data loaded into the Power BI desktop. If you want to any transformations, or if you want to check the data, if you want to create new columns, if you want to remove any columns, those kind of operations we can do it transform data level. So click on the transform data button here, and it will lead to Power Query edition. Here you can see Power Query editor, it's automatically opened. And this is the overview. Here we can see here this is the FIFA World Cup 2026. It is nothing but the data sources which we have connected CSV file. And here look at here properties. If we want to rename this data source name, so just here we can type whatever name we want to give. Just type it here and enter. It will automatically update in the left side. And here you can see applied steps. Applied steps is nothing but the whatever the changes we have implemented in this data source, it automatically step by step it will record it here. Suppose here source is nothing but the file which we have connected from the desktop. And here prompted headers, automatically here we have the headers, right? After uploading the data source to the Power BI, it automatically the first row taken as the headers. So that step was recorded here, and here change data types, and based on the rows values, the data type was automatically changed. Here player ID, you can see here we can see characters and numerical values, so it rated as string value, so we can see here ABC. And same for player name and the age, and based on the data which we have in the column, the data type automatically recorded here, and that step is recorded here. And coming to top ribbon, here we can see home tab. Here we connected to CSV file. Along with the CSV file, if you want to connect with any different data sources, simply we can click on the new source and we can select, we can connect to any other data source from here. And what here recent sources nothing but now, while working on the Power BI desktop, it will automatically record whatever the files which we have connected previously. It will record it here. If you want to immediately connect to the previous data source, from here we can connect it. And here enter data. It's nothing but the sample table or whatever a table with less records. If you want to create, see here we can create them. Sample table, I given the name of the table, and if you want to give the name, column name, course, and here values as Power BI Tableau. Just I given a sample table I have created, and here it will automatically reflect here. This FIFA World Cup, which is we have connected from the desktop, and this sample table which we have created in Power Query. By using enter data here, we can create one our own data table. And here data source settings and the manage parameters. Parameters we have actually we can use this parameter in a Power Query edition. By using them, we can change the different data sources. I will explain it later. And in the Power BI desktop also we have the parameters to switch between the measure values or to switch between the dimension values. We can use the parameters in Power BI desktop to perform dynamic actions over there. And here we can the output data we can export it here, and we can refresh here, refresh options. Here we can see choose columns. Here suppose if you want to choose columns, here these are the list of columns which we have in our data set. Just if you want to select only player ID, then select this, and we can for analysis or for any operations we want to perform at the time, just uh, to see only one column at the time, we can go here, choose column, and we can select. But if we want to go back to the original data set, just here all the steps recorded in applied steps. So simply click on the cross mark here, it will automatically remove this step. Now we can come back to original data set here. And here we can see the remove columns. By using this, we can remove the columns based on selected values. And if you want to revert back it, just remove that step from apply steps. We can see all the data which we have. And here keep rows, whatever the rows, if you want to keep those here by using this option. And here remove rows, and here we can sort the columns by using here. And here a transformation options we have pivoting. Pivoting is nothing but if we have the rows and we want to convert them to columns. If we have the columns, if we want to convert them to rows, here we can have the options. Here we can see combine option. Here merge queries and append queries. Merge queries is nothing but it will act as SQL joins, and append queries nothing but it will act as SQL union. And this is the home tab which we have. And here transform tab, here we can see same group by. And here in sometimes after loading the data set into the Power Query, the default, the first row in the CSV file or Excel file, it won't consider as a headers. So at the time we have to come here and we have to select the first row as a headers. And here transformations, row to column or column to row, and count rows. Here while clicking on the count rows, we can see here 54,600 rows of records we have in our data set. While if we want to go back to our original data set, here we have to delete this step. And here now we can see the count all data over here. And in the transform tab, you have to check here any columns, text columns, number columns, and date and time columns, and the scripts. Suppose if you want to perform any transformations on any other columns, we can come here and we can check it here. Suppose particularly if you want to do any transformations on string field, you have to come to text column, and here we have so many options: a split column, in the format, extract the particular first name or last name. Here we can get those options in the text column. And coming to here number column, here we have selected the text column, that's why few of the options here disabled here. If I select the number column, see, look at here, these options are all are enabled. and we can utilize these options to create any calculated fields. And coming to here, look at this date and time columns also disable. If we select any date or time column, then automatically it will enable. And here we can use the scripts, R scripts and Python scripts to create any transformations and all. And here add column. Here, by using this, we can create any other customized columns, or if we want to create, suppose here, player name, I want first name. By using the additional column or conditional column, we can get the only first name value in the separate column here. Conditional column, index column. Here index column, nothing but it will generate the index of the each and every row. Here we can see the index is started from 0, but if we want the index from 1, it will automatically, here we selected 1. Now we can see index starts from 1. We can delete these steps, we don't want those. And here also, from text, from number, from date and time, if we want to do any add column operations, if we want to perform on the text, we have to come here and we have to, based on the requirement, we have to change the text. If we want to perform any add column operations on numbers, then we have to select the number field, and automatically it will enable, and we can select them. Same for date and time. And here one more important step in view. After every time loading the data set into the Power Query, we have to check some data quality. Suppose here we can see column quantity. While clicking on it, it will give the data. See, in this column, player ID have valid, 100% valid data. In this column, it don't have errors and it don't have empty fields. So same kind of thing. We can by using this column quality, we can get these things here. And same here also, column distribution. For each value, how much of a distribution is present in the each column. And we can see column profile. This is the profile for player ID. Here we can see these are all player IDs. Of course, the player IDs always will be the unique values here. Suppose if we select the player name, here we can see these are the player names list, and here we can see count, errors, empty values, and the distinct values, and the unique values, and the empty strings. And here we can find the data. And here, suppose if we want to go to particular column, so I want to go to city, let's just select the city, and it will automatically go to that particular city column over here. Instead of scrolling to left or right, we can use the go to column. It automatically allows you to that particular column. And here under the tools tab, we won't use it often. And in the help, you can get some kind of guidance. Here materials we have, and the training videos we have, and community we have. If we have any questions, and we can post it in the community, or if any our question related already someone posted, we can check it over there. And this is all about the Power Query. And from next videos onwards, by using Power Query, we can transform the data, and we can start implement the visualizations in the Power BI desktop. And thanks for watching this video.